Learner engagement in distant learning. Interactive attention getter. Brand new ideas, creative knowledge, distant learning, learner engagement. While listening, did you snap your fingers, nod your head, or shake your body? If so, then you were fully engaged. This video will discuss the importance of learner engagement in distance education. As said in Carter, distance education is education for students working at home with little or no face-to-face contact with teachers and with materials provided remotely by email, television, or correspondence. The history of distance education can be tracked back to the early 1700s in the form of correspondence education. But technology-based distance education might be best linked to the introduction of audio-visual devices in the schools in the early 1900s. Alternatives to traditional higher education emerged in the United States in the 1960s and 70s. There are more distance education programs than ever today, and the number is still growing, as stated by Michael Jeffries in 2009. Distance education has a lot of advantages. Convenient and flexible for working adults. The coursework is accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Facilitates team learning. Learners experience a sense of community while they participate in online classes. Distance education provides instant feedback to the learner. And it also has access to an increased range of information and materials from different people and resources. What is learner engagement? Well, first is motivation. Secondly, student interest. Learner engagement connects with real-world experiences. It's active participation in a class. It's an attention getter, and it's response to teaching materials. How are students motivated? Knowledge has to be perceived as meaningful to a learner. Motivation is promoted when learners' curiosity is sparked. The learners have to believe that they will succeed in mastering the objective being taught. Motivation is also promoted when learners anticipate and experience satisfying outcomes. And lastly, it's promoted and maintained when learners employ self-regulatory strategies to protect their intentions. This means they will focus and organize their learning experience. What does the research say about learner engagement in online learning? It's problem-based learning and active participation and collaboration. It's an intellectual challenge to the student. It involves the use of interactive technology instead of presentation or storage space. And the learning environment has to be supportive by teachers, students, and resources. Carolyn Crawford, a professor at the University of Houston in Texas, created this chart that shows the distance delivery hierarchy of needs. The chart displays technological and digital literacy needs being at the bottom, self-regulatory needs being in the center, and self-actualization and social interactive needs being at the top. In reference to learner engagement, this chart seems to promote the aspects of the learner while delineating different integral needs of the learner, as stated by Crawford and Cook in 2008. A focus upon perceived and real interactive activities opens itself toward a more enhanced consideration towards making connections, creating communities of learning, and the inevitable responsibilities that inherent within online communities of learning. When thinking about engaging the student online, we have to keep in mind Bloom's taxonomy. The areas of evaluation, knowledge, understanding, application, analysis, and synthesis will virtually come into display when organizing planned activities for students. Some interactive activities to use to fully engage students in online learning would be email, chat, blogs, video conferencing, feedback, discussion lists, graphics, pictures, bulletin boards, video, wiki spaces, and mind tools. In order for learning to occur in an online setting, students have to be fully engaged through meaningful activities. Learners have to have the mentality to focus on all aspects of knowledge.